Hello, welcome to the land of Kakiak. My name is Laurel. Welcome to my reset day. I've had a rough, I'd say the last 2 weeks or so. I actually had an ER overnight myself a couple days ago, but I am back on it. Today is Sunday. Today is the day to get on track. So I've got my favorite drink. I've got my Sunday sermon geared up. I will link my favorite drink and one of my favorite local churches to stream in the description box. This particular church has really, really good worship music, and so you'll definitely see me singing along as I work. So I decided to tackle my reset day in about 4 steps. 1, record work and check work in my kids' notebooks, and using my planner for my record keeping. And then I'm going to clean out my desk, and then we're going to clean the kids' table, and then I'm just going to tidy the rest of the room, just do kind of a general tidy. So I've got my planner out. I will link that in the description box for you too. And a while back, I went from planning, I made this change over to recording, and it's just worked a lot better for us, but it also goes along with, I think, just the way that I do school. I only use really open and go curriculum choices, and so there's really not a lot for me to need to plan, and that's on purpose, because even if I'm planning, I'm still going to have to be checking work, right? So that makes 2 separate tasks for me to do. So I really prefer to do my planning in big chunk sessions where I basically plan an entire, curriculum for the year for all the kids. I need to do a high school track for Everett. I need to get that kind of just sketched out for myself. And, but that's something I've done a little bit of research on it, but I haven't sat down and fully done it. But yeah, so I like to do like my pre-school year planning sessions, and then I like to just execute those plans. And then all I have to do, usually over the weekend, is I sit down either Saturday or Sunday, and like I said, I like to get my favorite little drink and listen to a good sermon or something. I've also did a lot of listening to Hillsdale, their free courses during my record keeping time and stuff. But yeah, I like to get myself set up and comfortable and get that recording done. And I'm checking for anything the kids may have missed. If they've missed anything, if something's got left off, then I will make sure that I flag that page. I usually just use like a sticky note that I just cut into skinny strips to make a little flag, and I flag any page that I want them to come back to. Usually like on Monday, we'll just kind of tackle that first thing before we start our regular day. I will say that we're halfway through the school year, and I hardly have to flag anything at all, hardly ever anymore. But there definitely were a lot of flags at the beginning of the year. But just to show just improvement, like kids are just learning the routine and what mom's expecting of them. Because every year, you kind of up your expectations. You tweak things a little bit. Their work is progressing and becoming more in depth, or you're expecting a higher quality of work. I'm expecting them to be able to manage their own time a little bit better each year. So yeah, there was definitely some adjustment period, and now we seem to hit a really good stride here at the mid-year mark. Now we just of course had a big long Christmas break, which we did not stop school, we just kept doing school, and we only took about a week off for Christmas. And we are starting back into co-op. We were actually supposed to start this week, but like I said, because I was having a bad week, we actually didn't go. And that was because of me. So we'll have a little bit of catch-up work to do next week. We'll have like 2 weeks worth of co-op stuff to get through. So we'll see how that week goes. But that's another reason why I wanted to make sure that my record keeping that I did have was up to date, and that the schoolroom was in check. Something I've been putting off for a long time is cleaning out my own desk. So I was like, today is the day. We are going to clean out the desk. We're going to get rid of, there's so much stuff I know that has accumulated literally for a couple years now in my desk that I just never got to. It just was you have the best of intentions with certain things, and then, you just don't have the time for them, or you don't have the energy, or you find something else. So I know there's a lot of stuff accumulating in there, and I'm just going to dig through all my drawers. I have 7 drawers to go through. So that's what you're going to see me doing here. Oh, this whole file was Bible reading plans that I had been researching. And I must have printed out 100 pages of Bible reading plans. So that was something I had to go through, and I narrowed it down just to one, just the next one. I have some empty notebooks that we've never even filled in. So as I start sorting things, I've got about 4 things of lip balm. I like to put like things with like things. So that's basically what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to be like, okay, what are, here's those reading plans I was like stressing about. But what are writing utensils? What are paper clips and binders? What are things that I need to actually take and rehome and put in other places in the house? Like they don't belong on my desk at all. Like I had about, 15 hair barrettes in there that I needed to take back upstairs to my bathroom. So I just start making those kind of piles and working my way through, making some hard decisions about letting things go. This is my Bible notebook where I've been kind of keeping Bible notes and things. And so I have narrowed down my next Bible reading plan after we're done with the one we're working through. And so I'm just putting that into my Bible notebook for myself to have that on hand. And I know some people have asked for me to do a video on my Bible notebook and Bible resources. So let me know in the comments if you'd rather have that video or the high school planning video next. So I'll know which one to do for you first. They're both things I would like to do, but I'd rather give you what you want first, right? This took so long, I had to speed it up for you, or else we'd be here all day. I do use these little boxes from my dryer sheets, or my washing detergent sheets for my laundry. I always save those because I know that I'll end up using them in drawers. And sure enough, I found 2 of them to use today as well. Okay, so desk was done, my desk, and I am moving on to the kids' table. One thing I noticed with the kids' table is that there just ends up being so much like eraser and paper, debris on everything that just accumulates, little pieces of broken lead everywhere. It's hard to tell on camera, but it's like dirty over there. Everett had some writing exercises that had never been stapled into his notebooks. I was going ahead and just taking care of those. Over at the Christmas break, over the month we had off of co-op for his writing class, I had him do some writing exercises. I'll link the workbook that they came from. But I just actually just scanned the whole book in my computer, and I just picked out the pages that I wanted him to do, and I created 4 little bundles, 4 little weekly bundles. So week 1, 2, and 3, and 4 that he did over Christmas break, since we weren't doing his regular writing curriculum, since we do that through our co-op. But I didn't want him to stop writing for a month. I mean, he also had an essay that he was working on, but he finished that like the first week of break. So he was able to do those other writing exercises and just kind of keep that part of his brain moving. I also have a grammar workbook for him for the same reason. Like when I feel like there's a lull in his normal writing curriculum, we're doing the Right Journey, the intermediate level through co-op. When there's kind of like a lull when he's done everything that was assigned for the week for class, then I have him just do writing, grammar writing exercises out of a workbook. And I'll link that workbook for you too. Because I do really believe that you need to be writing every day. And that just is an easy no-brainer, open and go. I don't have to teach anything. He can check his own answers in the back of the book when he's done, and then I check at the end of the week. I just look it over, when I'm checking his notebooks and recording all of their grades and things like that. And then, of course, I'm just cleaning off their mats, getting all that debris off the table. I just go ahead and knock it straight off on the floor since I know I'm going to sweep and vacuum afterwards. So I'm not very careful about it. And then one of my poor little desk lamps got broken. So I just set it back up so it's ready to be fixed. I'm waiting on a part. William threw something at Everett and it broke his lampshade. So I went and ordered a lampshade, but then we had to like, we had to order a whole new like housing for the bulb because that was like glued together. Like you literally could not get it out of the lamp. So my husband had to take it out of there for me completely. And he's just gonna have to rewire the lamp for me. I was like, good grief, at this point, it was dang near easier just to buy a whole new lamp. But I probably end up spending $30 on replacement parts versus like $60 for a whole new lamp. So this is what we're doing for now. And then I just tidied up. I swept, I vacuumed, I tidied my shelves a little bit, fluffed up the pillows, just made sure everything was nice and tidy and feeling fresh when the kids walk in on Monday. I did get rid of some of the extra stuff they had under their mats. Sometimes I just feel like I need to see a clearer surface. And I know they're going to like draw pictures and do little things that they like to stick under there during the week anyways. I kind of just wanted to clear a lot of that clutter out. So my desk is pretty much cleared off. All I have on there right now is those boxes have spelling words for the younger boys' spelling programs. They're like spelling flashcards. Of course, my thing of pencils. And then I've got my high school requirement handout printed out. So I am ready to work on setting up Everett's high school track when I have a quiet moment to sit down. I just want to show you that I did how the drawers turned out. It feels so much better. All right. After a horrible week, I'm reset and I'm ready for this upcoming Monday. Happy homeschooling.